Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Shining in the Darkness, Darkness Edition 1.7, and we are going to be continuing our adventures here as we work our way through the Cave of Wisdom. So, last time we had explored most of it. So for the most part, this should go pretty fast. Now we got the fire sword last time, and we have the flail, so I don't think this guy's gonna pose the biggest danger to us. But I'll still boost up Milo. Level 3 here, that's very cute. Absolutely stomped. Nice, nice. Now I know we got the 2 rings of magic, but I'll be honest, I don't think we're gonna need them. I'm carrying them just as a safety, I suppose, but the biggest thing is that, for the most part, we fill up on items before we run out of magic. That's usually when I decide to return. I wonder if Milo's faster. Nope, sure isn't. Doesn't make a big difference. Still almost 70 damage even with the magic shield on, huh? Broadsword, huh? Well, this is another item that we actually haven't checked out. I don't think it's actually better than what we have. Let's see how it compares to the previous iteration. So the way this worked before is that only the main character used to be able to wear it. So we're gonna pass this around and see what's going on with it. Still the case. Wow, Milo can wear it now? Huh. Still 60. I'm gonna pass it up front just to make sure that we can also use it. At least really silly if we couldn't, but there we go. So this is probably not the right way anyway. So that is a change, is that before Milo didn't have that capacity. So the only thing we don't know about it is the actual value of it. I guess we didn't check the value of the flail either. Huh. I think left was the cell door and right was further. Oh, steel helm? Huh. Well, that's another item we didn't have. Well, it just saves us having to buy it later. Let's pass it around. Let's see what's going on with it. She can't wear it. Milo can wear it. It's not better than the hood, so it's 50. But Milo could wear it. And most likely this can be worn here too. So that's a 20 increase. Let's see if that's along the lines of what we knew about it. Yep, that's in line. Well, we'll take it. Let's see, sell? Yep. Look at you. Such damage. Did it again. It's so mad. So much rage. This should lead to the first of the little puzzle rooms. We don't need the map, which is why we sold it. Like, this one's too simple. The second one's a little bit more complex, in my opinion. Especially if you don't need to do the whole thing. Goodbye, pumpkins. They had to go off and see their people. So this is the other way. So there's two ways you can go. This way is not the way we're going. because that leads to die, and we're gonna leave him towards the end of the game. We can't have the hero show up now. This will lead to another blue door that we can't get in from, because that's the exit to that area. And this is just a dead end. So this is going to be a big old long spiraling thing that leads right back into the path that we were in before. Look at that, this time they got to have friends. For them. Good hit. You did it. You bonked us. Oh, here we go. Such friends. Well, until we know how dangerous we are, we're gonna take a safety. One hit. Didn't do anything. Okay. Maybe they're not so dangerous. Yeah, the only ability it used on us before was watch warily, but the thing is that it probably critical hits. That's my guess. Okay, I just want to take care of any branching paths we have along the way. I think this is where we had met in before, so now we should be on the exact same path. If I'm right, this will be this. Yep, there we go. Very nice. Oh, actually, I'm pretty happy that they're starting to run. I much prefer that to them casting, that's for sure. Alright. So we're actually almost back to where we were at before. I didn't know you could spawn all the way back up here. See if you do anything new. Critical hit still happened. Nope, nothing new. Magic shield does not seem to protect us from magic damage. That is what I'm seeing. But that did have a lower damage than before, so I do think that maybe magic ring does reduce the magic damage you take by holding it. That gives a reason to hold it. That looks like it's about 10%. So I'm gonna actually write that down for us. Because 14 is definitely lower than the normal values that we've had on that. That one right there would have been more of the magic goo. This brings us back to where we had left off specifically. So this is actually something that will show up on the map. Like I'll show it. So we're now in the second room from the top left. So now we can go this way once way, this way here. So much help. I mean, honestly, if they don't attack this round, it doesn't matter if you summon them. They're all gonna get hit. Ah, another item we haven't seen yet. Okay. We can see who can wear it at least. So you can't wear it. You know, I don't know why we didn't sell the Morning Star. I should have done that. Huh. Certainly wear it. So can we. So that is 65. So let's see if that's what we're used to. Yep, that looks correct. Yeah, there's more swords than more weapons than any other item category, so. Alright, just want to make sure we didn't actually stay unequipped. Yeah, those are definitely a little lower values than we're used to. Oh, level 3 blast. That's what we wanted to know. So they did get another ability. So I can also write that that did 38. Because the only person I can get values for now is actually the hero, because he's the only one that takes full damage. I mean, not that we didn't all take good damage anyway, but it's not the same. Like getting spells in. Well, we're gonna do basically a full heal across the board, so... I was calculating on whether it was worth going the next level up, and it actually is not. Yeah, they don't quite have enough to benefit from it. Alright, so that puts us in here. We go around it. And this one we walk forward to the wall. Now that we know those guys can cast that spell, they're a little spookier. Oh, and they can howl. Okay, that's a third ability. So 40. Well, we got to go first, so at least we won't have more damage like we could do. What's going on up here? So the first one's a trap. You can go forward, take one step this way, but you can't go that way. You'll fall in. Oh, steel whip. We actually wanted that. Nope. We have to pass that around. So, I don't think anyone but Pyra can wear it, but we are gonna pass it around to find out. that is 60. Yeah, so that's not anything new. So about this. We are gonna have to make some decisions on whether we drop items or not. So both of these directions are actually a fake in a way. I guess it's nice to get one notch higher in damage. I think the one ahead of us is the fall. Yeah, we just go around this. I think to the right leads to a treasure chest. Oh, you're still showing up, huh? I do want a dark block, a single dark block. So we are gonna have to make decisions on items to drop coming up. I think we got one more to avoid. Okay, yeah, straight to our right, so we can go around it. And the way down is in the middle here, but we are gonna walk around it to get all the squares mapped. Bam. Then it drops us. We end up in another little square room. And the only place left is the ending area. Which is not the smallest area, but it's also not that big either. It's kind of in the middle. Ooh. Well, we raised our defense, so I don't think they can even hurt us that much. Yeah, they sure can. stepped on all the squares. I'm gonna have to find out. Yeah, I did miss one. Okay. I thought maybe so. Oh, well, that's plenty of these guys. Well, this could go okay, or it could go badly, depending on how many go first, and what they choose to do. Well, we got kind of lucky. It could have been worse, that's for sure. And that's a penalty fall zone, in case you fall into the very last pitfall. Alright, so 18 is the lowest damage. I think that that's lower than we've seen before. Alright. One of these is a magic path that leads to a shortcut that's really not that important. So we'll go down it just to get it mapped, but we're gonna end up going back up the other path. And we went first, so it doesn't really matter. The other side of that treasure chest we found at the beginning of the game. So we're going to drop the iron helm. It's only money. It's not actually that valuable. Like before, this depends a lot on what they do as to how bad it is. I think it's unlikely that they can kill us, though. No, we got lucky, okay. We're fine. And they're just toast. This is what leads back to that starting area we were at. The magic path, so. So that middle square right there is the last of the pitfalls. And we are gonna loop around and get all the squares. Oh, hello there, Harvest. Level 3 burst. 44. Well, at least that's something that they do. We're gonna keep on top of our HP. They might also explode. That's... Oh, here you guys are. I was wondering if these guys would show up. I'm sure they're at least somewhat nasty. So first level 2. We'll try to get their values as well. B97, 420. Alright, let's sort that out. So they're 134 in EXP. Puts them one step below Dark Monk. And they got 145 in gold. Which actually puts it slightly better than what the Dark Monk gives, so. A little less EXP, a little more gold. Fair enough. We don't know enough about them to know what else they can do. Maybe they use paralyzed powder, maybe they don't. Well, these guys are pretty fast. we not put our weapon on? I'm just noticing our damage is lower than normal. We might have not put our weapon back on. Let's see if we did that. Are we goofy? No, we did. Oh no, the other ones just have nearly a... Oh, it's because we don't have the Maru on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's quite a few of them. Oh, nice. Critical hit makes it a little safer. So to the left is actually the end of this stage. Forward leads to another bit of treasure and a magic path. They're definitely pretty fast, because... Oh, you just ran away. Goodbye. But like, most of them went before Milo even moved. What's going on here? I didn't get turned around, did I? Oh no, there is a southern part, isn't there? Huh. This should be a dead end. From what I understand from it. Unless this is... We'll see. I think it's a dead end. That's what I expected. Such dead end. Yep. So surprising. And this should lead to another treasure chest, which I think has a mithril in it. That's a pretty mixed group. We'll have a chance to see some other stuff they can do. So you cast level 3 burst as well as level 2. So they do both. So yeah, they cast both levels, which is kind of spicy. But at least that actually lowers their danger, in a way, because they 50-50 it, I think. Unless they have a third ability and then it gets subdivided again. Oh, hello, Orb Fist. Goodbye, Orb Fist. And again, we're gonna get rid of our Angel Feather, so we have plenty to get out with. Honestly, we could just walk out too, because this will put us at the entrance to the dungeon. Pretty glad that didn't do anything, not gonna lie. So 35, is that lower than we've seen? Let's find out. Yes. Previous lowest was 38. They all decided to just take turns showing their nice robes off. Good for you guys. Yep, that's nothing. This right here should be the ending if we go to the right. I rather like this dungeon's monster setup because it didn't seem like too big of a threat, but it was still menacing enough with the Disol guys and all the level 3 spells. I think it was a good balance. But that is the last trial passed. Wisdom acquired. So I am gonna check one thing before we go back to town. I usually forget to do this We're gonna go see if we can actually get to the next floor without going back to town at all. Or if you do have to talk to the people at the castle. Okay, you can just go forward. Huh. Very interesting. Well, we can just go back to town. We're gonna have a bit of maintenance to do anyway, so let's pop on over there and give him a toxidoodle. We sure did. Oh no, Melville's gone. Where's he gone? He's so busy. Well, now we can sell stuff and find out what's going on with it. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. So $67.50. So it's normally 9,000. So we're gonna have some item maintenance now, so... And then we're gonna probably be calling it, so if you don't really want to see that, I can understand that. But I am going to check it out. So that's the normal value on this. Because we got a whole new shop to play with too. I'm gonna check the cost on this. So that's 5,000. That's normal. Okay. So that's 24,000. Let's see if that's normal or more. That is more than normal. So it also costs more to buy. So that's 8,000. Is that more than normal? It sure is. So that got doubled in price. It used to be 4,000. So that's a change. I'm gonna check what the cost of this would have been. So 41.25. That would be 5,500. How's that stack up? That's more than normal too. It used to be 3,500. So that would be $99.99, I think. Let's see if that is the normal. Yep. We're definitely not going to need this anymore. Okay, so right off the bat, we can do a couple of things. Actually, let's get out of here. Let's go and get the other mithril piece, because we'll just make a few pieces. Oh, they sure did. Spank, spank. Oh, so much spank. We do have plenty of gold. We actually had plenty of gold even before this, so we'll have to go see if the prices on stuff is inflated, which would make sense. We do have a lot of gold. Alright. So we are gonna be able to do some things here. So we are going to get a weapon. I'm gonna get the Hex Whip. 45,000. That would make it worth 60,000. No, 45,000. Let's see. So that is more than normal. That's gone up in price. So I'm gonna get us a robe. So the robe is 60,000. That's normal. So that costs more than we have. So that's not too surprising, actually. Let's see if that costs more than it did, though. Does look like yes. It used to cost 24,000. We can still make it, we're just gonna have to shuffle things around. Because we're going to be getting new equipment, we can sell other equipment. see if they can equip it. They usually can't, so there you go. We're gonna see who can wear it, so they can't. So I'm actually gonna have Milo end up wearing this, by the way, because Milo needs defense more than she does, but I'm just gonna make sure that it's still across the board. So that's normal. So now we're going to check the actual values of what this does for us. So that is 110. So that's less than it used to be. It used to be 140. So that took a hit on both defense and cost. Okay. How about this? So that's 190. Let's see if that is the same it used to be. Yes, that's still normal. So I want to see if it behaves like normal. So I need 2 groups, one of which has more than 1 member in it. That's all. Come on, game, you can give me something. And the reason why I need that specific thing is to test whether it is both a whip and a flail. There we go. It's 2 hits. Did not do the other group, so still gets entangled, so we saw everything that it does. That's pretty normal. So we're gonna craft. Okay, now we're going to go and pick it up. And we might have a little bit to get something, but I doubt we'll get much. So we're gonna pass it around, so they can't wear it, that's normal. So Milo can wear it. I'm gonna make sure she can as well. She sure can, and it is 115. Yep, 115. Okay. So, interestingly enough, that is more defense than the robe gave. It also gained 10 defense from what it had before, so it actually gained in defense. And the way I'm gonna play this is I'm gonna give it to Milo. Right. Because this is an improvement for him. Keeping him alive is the biggest priority. We're gonna give this to Pyra. Actually, we're gonna give that to the main character, see if they can wear it. I don't know if I tested this one across the board. I didn't write it down that I did, so. So we do have an improvement. So that's 60. Let's make sure that's correct. Yep, that's what we knew about it. Okay, so we can take off the magic helm. Okay. And we can sell the royal tiara. So this is worth 12,000. It used to be worth more, only 9,000. Let's see what's going on here. So you got weapons, we could buy the flail, we could buy a bullwhip, spear, double axe. So we can actually go through and at least confirm the prices on all of these. So I'm going to do that. So bullwhip, 4,000. Short spear. 3,800, that's an increase of 400. Double axe, 35, that's the same as normal. Bronze lance, 5. Let's see. Yep, same as normal. Battle hammer, 18,000. Yep, that's standard. We already knew about this. 12,000 for iron and 20 for steel. We already knew the first one, now we know the second. We're gonna look at shields. We don't need to buy them, but we can write down their values. We will probably buy them later if we don't find them, just to get like their stats. 2,500 and 5,000. So that actually, they both got decreased. Yeah, they used to be 3,100 and 6,000. So we'll look at helmets. It only has the one. We already knew that one's stats. Now we can look at their actual armor. So we have 4 choices. So the leather robe is where we expected it to be. Iron armor 5600. That's the same cost, and this one's 12,000. That went up in cost. Magic mail 45. Yep, that's the standard cost. What can we afford? We're gonna go to steel armor, I think. We're gonna boost up. So we're actually gonna pass that around. We're gonna make sure that other characters couldn't use it, just to see what they have going on. You could wear it. Okay. So Milo could steel armor it up. But Pyra could not. So that is a 70 increase. Is that the standard value? It actually went down in value. It used to be an 80 increase. Bam. Another known factor. Okay. So at this point, we're going to end up saving up money for more options. But we got another bit of knowledge in on items, so we're going to save our adventures and call it here. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna be taking a rest here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time when we take on the labyrinth proper. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye, all.